What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to look at the Landorus Counter Guide in Pokemon Go to make sure that when you are out getting after this raid boss, you know exactly 100% IVs and how to beat this most effectively. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how did you do on the Thundurus? Did you get a good one? I fortunately got a 98% IV. If you guys did check out my last vlog, super stoked on that. So for both of them, I have the exact same 1906 98% IV. So I'm actually pretty excited about the Landorus. Landorus is going to be a flying and ground type Pokemon. It's going to have a beast moveset, which we're definitely going to check out tomorrow in the best of the best. Is it going to be worth your best interest to power up this Pokemon? So definitely stay tuned for that. And now we're going to start getting into the counter guide. What are the 100% IVs? What are going to be the move sets? What are the best counters to use? And then my ideal parties, including as well the weather conditions and how it's going to affect the Landorus in Pokemon Go. So starting off, we have Landorus. It's going to be a flying and ground type Pokemon. As we just mentioned, it's going to have a max CP of 3588 and it's going to have an attack stat at 261. And it's going to have two weaknesses. It's going to be double weak to ice, which is going to be the premier attacking counters that we're going to be using, and it's also going to be single weak to water. And to take into account, it's also going to double resist any type of ground Pokemon. So it does have a couple more resistances if you guys do want to check them out. But now we're going to move into the 100% IVs. Under normal conditions, without it being sunny or windy weather, it's going to be level 20 at 2050. And then boosted, going to be under two conditions, like I just said, which is going to be sun and windy weather for the ground and the flying type combination. It's going to be boosted all the way to level 25 at 2563. So these are going to be the 200% IVs you guys want to look out for when you're hunting down this Landorus. So the move sets that Landorus can get are going to be, for the quick moves, it's going to get Mud Shot and Rock Throw. And as far as its charge moves, it's going to get 4. Focus Blast, number 1, is going to pose problems for our ice type counters. Number 2, it's going to get Rock Slide, which is going to be doing damage to fire and flying type Pokemon, and then ice type counters. And then it's going to get Outrage. Pretty dominant special right there. And then it's going to get Earth Power. Earth Power is definitely one of those moves that is pretty good for the attack meta. However, as far as the PvP meta, it's kind of similar to Earthquake, and Earthquake does a little bit more damage, but we will definitely check all of that out. And we want to know how many players it's going to take down Landorus in Pokemon Go. Under the most ideal situation and weather conditions, with the boosts, with the right moveset on the Landorus, it supposedly can be taken down with 2. But to be safe, 3 high level trainers, and then 4 and up as you start to tier down as far as how much Stardust you've popped into some of your counters, and from there on out all the way up until maximum raid parties of 20. But ideally, I would say 4 to be the safest, 5 if you're a little bit lower as far as some of your counters. So now we're going to get into the top counters to make sure you guys are ready, set to make sure to take down everything that is coming at you with this new Landorus incarnate form. So let's check it out right now. Since Landorus is going to be double weak to ice, you can obviously guess what the top counters are going to be. Number 1 is going to be Mamoswine with Powder Snow Avalanche combination. I absolutely love this one. However, since it is ice type, if Focus Blast is up there, you guys are going to have to watch the auto populator. I'm going to go over some of the parties towards the end to make sure you guys are ready, set to go, but watch out for that Focus Blast with any of these ice type counters, even though they're going to do the most damage. And next we're going to go to Weavile. Weavile is going to be double weak to fighting, so be careful on this particular one with the Focus Blast, but it's going to have Ice Shard and Avalanche combination. Then we're going to have Glaceon with Frost Breath and Avalanche, and then we have the Mewtwo with the Psycho Cut Ice Beam, and then we have the Jinx with the Frost Breath and the Avalanche, with Jinx being the Psychic and the Ice type. It's going to negate, make it neutral damage to the fighting type. However, Jinx being a little bit glassier, definitely be careful raiding with the Jinx. And next we have the Kyogre. Kyogre is going to be really effective if you want a very neutral counter, because it's not going to take any additional damage from any of the moves coming out of this Pokemon. So very highly favorable with the Waterfall and the Blizzard combination, the safest bet that you can go with overall. And then we're going to have Porygon Z with Lock On and Blizzard. However, Porygon Z also going to be weak to the fighting type because it is a normal type Pokemon, so be careful of the Focus Blast once again. And then next we're going to have Swampert with the Water Gun and the Hydro Cannon combination. So Swampert, definitely a Pokemon that could do some damage. It's not going to be weak to any of the movesets coming out of the Landorus, so it's definitely a Pokemon to utilize as well. And next we're gonna have Regice, Frost Breath, Blizzard combination, all ice type, be careful with that one. And then we're gonna have Articuno with the Frost Breath and the Ice Beam. The thing about the Articuno is it's going to be weak to Rock Slide. It's also going to be neutral to the Focus Blast because the flying is going to cancel out the weakness from the ice. And then we have Feraligatr with Ice Fang and Hydro Cannon. And then we're gonna have the Cloyster with the Frost Breath Avalanche. Then we're gonna have the Empoleon with the Waterfall Hydro Cannon. And then we have the Lapras with the Frost Breath Ice Beam combination, and then we're going down into a little bit more of the budget type counters. These guys are going to be definitely glassier. We have Frostlass with the Powder Snow Avalanche combination. Definitely a powerful moveset, but a lot more powerful on the Mamoswine. And then we have the Powder Snow Blizzard combination on the Alolan Sandslash. So, if you guys want to check out more of these, we have the Walrein, the Suicune, the Glalie, the Samurott. Be careful on the Samurott. It's definitely going to get a Community Day move at some point, so I would not suggest powering this one up for this particular situation. And then we have Electivire, we have Melodic, Alolan Ninetales, Abomasnow. We also have Wailord, Poliwrath, Kingdra, Kingler, Slowbro, and we have the Golduck. So those are going to be the counters. If you guys do want to rewind and go over some of them with yourself, you can definitely check out the more budget counters that I skimmed over a little bit faster, because a lot of you guys should have other counters ready to go. So the Mudshot is going to be a very fast charging move. And since we have the Rock Slide, we have the Outrage, we also have the Earth Power, which are all going to be 2-bar charge moves. These moves are going to be charging up very frequently and delivering very fast. The slowest one is going to be the Focus Blast. That's definitely one that's going to deliver a lot of damage to the ice type Pokemon and everything like that. So you're going to want to be careful when you're going after with these ice type Pokemon when it does have Focus Blast. So now we're going to check out the weather, and then we're going to go into my counter guide setup as far as what is the best way to set your parties up. So as far as the weather conditions, sunny weather is going to boost the Landorus. It's going to boost all of the ground type moves. So it's going to boost the Mudshot as well as the Earth Power. So Landorus all the way to level 25 in this condition. Next, we're going to have partly cloudy weather. Partly cloudy weather is going to boost the Rock Throw and the Rock Slide combination. So this moveset is going to be super effective against ice type Pokemon as well. So we're going to have to look out for that. As far as the cloudy weather, it's going to boost the Focus Blast. So we're definitely going to want to be careful of the Focus Blast and our ice type counters when it is going to be cloudy out. As far as the last couple conditions, we are going to look at rainy weather, which is going to boost all of our water type Pokemon. So something like a Kyogre would get boosted, and a Swampert in the rainy weather would definitely be effective during this condition. In the snowy weather, it is going to boost all of our ice type counters. So ice type counters are going to be super effective. This is probably the condition that you're going to be able to duo this Pokemon in, if I were to guess off the top of my head. If it's possible. I can't wait to see you guys. If you guys are going to get after duos, definitely get into my Discord, get into the appropriate channel, because we have legendary duo time competitions in there. Shout out to the Colorado crew from my alumni Discord. We have Ruben and Morningway. So you guys, I can't wait to see what you guys do out there, as well as Matthew. Love seeing you guys compete for the duo times. It's amazing. And then finally, we have 2 more conditions. Foggy weather is not going to affect it. However, the windy weather is going to boost the Landorus all the way to level 25. It's going to boost the Outrage move as well. So Outrage is going to hit very hard. Definitely a time to be careful when he has Outrage in this weather. So as far as my parties go, if you guys want the safest bet, what I would do is I would go ahead and put Kyogre as much as possible. Kyogre is going to be a very hard-hitting Pokemon. It definitely has a decent amount of tankiness. It's not going to be weak to any of the movesets that are going to be delivered, and it hits with Blizzard, and it's got Waterfall. If you do not want to use Kyogres and you want to go a little bit more, you can definitely put some of the Swamperts in this party as well. So all of the water type counters that are not going to be weak to anything in this move's definitely positive in here. However, if you want to use the ice type Pokemon, what I would suggest doing is starting off with party number 1, which is going to be leading up with 2 Kyogres with Blizzard, or even 1 Kyogre, or even a Swampert. All these counters are going to work. Also, just a reminder that the Rock is also effective against the ice, and if it's Articuno, which is going to be ice and flying, it's definitely going to be double weak to the Rock. But in this case scenario, what it would be is a Kyogre to be the soaker of the move, Focus Blast, and then you're gonna have all of your ice type counters following, Mamoswines, you're gonna have all of your Weaviles, and then you're gonna have your Glaceons and anything else that's got ice types in there, and then you're gonna realize, ooh, I should probably back out and go with my super safe party. And that's gonna be the best way to make sure that you beat down Landorus the most effective and be safe to your potions and revives at the same time. So I can't wait to get after this. Best of the best coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna see you guys out hunting as many of these as possible. So thank you to everybody who tuned in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, and everybody who takes their subscriptions and support to the next level. I am going to see you out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.